What's good, y'all? It's your boy Boogie, man, with episode 6 of Talk Your Shit, man. Good to have y'all with me today, man. Hey, episode 6 of Talk Your Shit, man. My views, my opinions, just like your own. Hey, make sure you hit that like, notification, subscribe, and also comment. I want to hear y'all opinions. What y'all think about some of the topics I'm going to be talking about today on episode 6 of Talk Your Shit. First topic out the gate. We're going to talk about Dwight Howard and how he got exposed for substance abuse and having issues with his kids and his baby mama. Man, it is drama to be held once again with your boy, Dwight Howard. Man, he disappeared for a minute, back in the front page. Disappeared, back in the front page. This time going around, substance abuse. Man, his baby mama, Amy Luciani, complaining, having issues with substance abuse with Dwight Howard. Talking about my man doing the powder, playing with the candy that make you dandy, playing with that sugar booger. Sugar booger. Hey, it's crazy out here, man. I mean, my man can't stay out of social media, tabloids, TMZ, the whole nine. He already got caught up last time talking about, I ain't judging, don't care. Whatever makes you dandy, hey, like the cocaine. Make you dandy, make you dandy. Hey, it's all good for you, what you do. But like I'm saying, last time you just got caught playing the game, loving the same sex. And if that's how you get down, fine. But now you with this chick, and what's so crazy about it is she recorded herself talking about CPS came to take her stepdaughter away because of Dwight Howard and the shit he been on. He's also allegedly been told or said that he has had his son lie to the police about what's going on in the house. And I hope everything work out, but it's crazy as hell on top of, like I said, she recorded herself with a bag of cocaine, that cocaine powder. Man, first of all, man, look, even if that was really going down, you having that in your hand, come on, you don't even, man, right there, you don't know whose eyes is watching these social media channels, the whole nine. Even if that's going down, that ain't the way I feel that you should go about it or approach the situation, baby girl. I mean, you're grown, it's your world, but what's also fucked up is that the fact that I know for a fact that Royce, one of his baby mamas previous that he has a kid with, she's staying and getting actor talking about, why you crying? Like, Amy, why you crying? I told you, you thought it was all sweet. You thought it was all bullshit on my end. Like I was just that bitch complaining and was mad and upset because he left me, or however you might have betrayed what you thought went on with your eyes. There was more than meets the eyes. And she screaming at her like, told you. Hey, now you want to scream like or cry wolf like you need help, but I told you this what it was. And I hope through that whole situation that the kids are safe, because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. Adults gonna be adults, but leave the kids out of it. Dwight, if you got your child or your son lying, that's that bullshit. Cut that shit out. I hope everything finds its way to a peaceful resolution, and I hope y'all get yourselves together. Dwight, man, I don't know what time you on, but man, you need to knock that shit off. And if you really are on that shit, man, I hope you get help. I hope somebody helps you get help if that's really going on. But on that note, man, hey, we're going to flush that on down and move on to the next subject. To this next subject, real shit. Once again, man, 50 at it. Again, like, why is anybody surprised? I wouldn't be surprised either. When it comes to 50 Cent likes confusion and controversy. He loves moving the needle on anything or anybody. He is just about that bullshit all day, every day. 365, 24/7. He don't give a fuck. Anybody can get it. This time, once again, ain't old news but new news, but new news but old news. Back at it with Papoose once again. Papoose, my man, that boy can spit hella bars. Hella bars. Went hard on 50. Talking about cut out his tongue, should have shot your leg, left you where you lay, and more. Now, everybody's been shooting at 50, and 50 apparently seems to like, he ain't really gonna rap. He ain't gonna battle rap. Now, 50 is like I said before, he's like the art of war type of person when it comes to how he game plan, how he attacks, at least from my eyes on how I see this shit going on. 50, his mindset is, all right, that's what you gonna do? I'm gonna hit you with these shots when I put out my theme song to my show that's about to come out. Basically almost like a bigger diss, or how he looks at it like, I got a show with my song on it. You still rapping. Get it? Like Jay used to say, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? I guess that's the way 50 cents putting it to most of the rappers that's getting into it with them. Now, I ain't saying all these rappers don't have other revenues or business plans or things they're tied to or making interest or money or whatever they're getting it out the mud, however they get it. But at the end of the day, that I look like it. I see that's how 50 is going about it, where it's like, this is what I'm doing. And every time he hits you with his Bronson cognac drink, talking about, look, this where I'm at. Y'all not on my level. I'm not going to stoop to your level because you can't see me on my level because I'm up here and y'all basically like peasants to me. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how he looking at it. And at the same time, he takes shots back at Papoose saying, I'm not about to argue. I'm not about to fight with no retarded cat that can't make a hit record to save his life, or a song, or a track. And that's like, damn, that's a stinger. Like, as much as I do like Papoose, I can't tell you that, and I'm being honest, I can't tell you any Papoose song or full body of an album that I could say, yeah, this track, that track, or this track. Now, freestyling and all that, and when he did the mixtapes with DJ K Slay, shit, rest in peace, them shits was fire. My man did the alphabet from forward to backwards, backward to forward. That shit was mad live. That man was dope. But I guess 50 looking at it like, why, you can do all this spitting and rhyming and making these bars matching all that. You can't do what I do. I put out hits that hit Billboard, hit charts, and where I make money off of that. Not only doing that, I've evolved and I'm doing movies and putting theme songs or scores, I should say, to these shows that I'm creating. So, look, y'all can look at it either or. I say as far as this side, 50 losing. As far as, I guess, 50 upping on these motherfuckers, as far as looking where I'm at, look where y'all at, and I ain't gonna stoop to y'all level, I guess I have to say 50 winning on that level. It's depending how you look at the balance of the scale or how you go about the drama or the beef, man. But that's my thoughts on that shit, and we're gonna flush that shit on down and move on to the next subject, man. This subject gonna talk your shit. 50 again. It is like 50 stay tuned in with everything that moves on in the world. So it's almost like how it used to be like World Star. With 50, if you're like in a spotlight, if you're a celebrity in entertainment or anything that deals with that realm, and you get caught slipping, 50 is the one like world star person that don't miss a beat. And if you take an L, he gonna exploit what happened. No matter if it's you, cousin, family, auntie, shit could be your damn dog. He don't give a shit. 50 stay on it. On this subject matter, is 50 responding to about what happened to Tretch from Naughty by Nature and Pepper from Salt and Pepper's daughter. Man, Egypt Chris. So I guess she got into an exhibition match. And the opponent she was fighting goes by the name of Jada Jones. And recognized for being an Olympian, and it comes to throwing them things. She nice with it. So I guess she got in the ring with her. I don't know how long she was boxing, didn't catch up on that part. But what I did see, because they had clips of it, this girl should have ducked and bobbed and weaved, and she caught this hook that was so nasty, and man, down goes Frazier. But in this case, down goes Egypt. Down goes Egypt. Man, she got it was man, it was it was a clean punch, but the end result was deadly. She damn near was the female version of Pacquiao when he got knocked out. The way she fell face first and face planted herself on the mat. Face plant, pow! That shit was wow, man. Now I hope. I guess she's all right, but at that moment in time, that shit looked brutal. Now I hope she's all right, and I don't know how long she's been boxing, but hey, if you at it, hey, you're gonna take some, you're gonna give some, stay with it if you with it. But if you took that punch and you ain't want that no more, hey, you might have to rethink about what you really want to do with this boxing game, because that punch looked brutal. So I hope. Hey, Egypt, Chris, I hope you're all right. But at the end of the day, it's back on 50. 50 taking shots like, look, don't put shit out here like this for me to see this shit. Because if I see it, and I ain't going to post this shit. But while he said it, hear what I said. Don't put shit out here in the media for me to see. I don't want to see this shit. Because if I see this shit, I ain't going to post this shit. But when you know what my man 50 do? He post that shit. He said, hey, damn, she got her ass knocked out. Go get the strap. Say, go get the strap. Talking about, hey, she needs some help. Man, it's bad. He said, go get the strap, man. Like, damn, like somebody need to go get that girl some help the way she got laid the fuck out. The shit crazy. I saw it myself. I saw it. I didn't see the whole fight, but I saw the end conclusion of the fatal blow that laid Asia Chris on her face. Now, if you're a boxer, you're going to have to take some. Everybody has took one in their lifetime. Maybe not like that, but we all take some lumps here and there. Nobody's unscathed from not losing a fight in their lifetime. There might be somebody out there, but I ain't met that person yet. But shit crazy because 50 stayed with the bullshit. Now, I wonder how Tretch and Pepper gonna take it. Are they gonna respond, or are they gonna just pay it no attention? Like, we ain't about to even engage you 50 with this bullshit because all that's doing is bringing more attention to you. Now, I don't know how it works. Sometimes it could work in both favors, where if you do engage, it brings attention to y'all and your daughter, but sometimes that's that fishing type shit, and I don't know at they level for all the stuff they have done in their lifetime as far as being legends in hip hop. Both of them, they're both legends. They've been in the game and did extraordinary things. I don't know if they care to really even engage in that bullshit. Now, Tretch might engage in this shit because that's his daughter, and I understand because I have a daughter my damn self. You start talking some old sideways shit, I'm gonna want to be at your neck. But at the same time, hey, I don't know how that's going to play out. We only let time tell it, and we're going to keep moving on. We're going to flush that shit on down and talk your shit, man, and moving on. Man. Now, next subject on talk your shit. Charlemagne talking about the transfer or transformation leaving from YouTube to move to Netflix. Now, my thoughts on this is just on the outside looking in, where it's like, business-wise, depending on what the deal is that y'all broker or made with Netflix, if the money right, hey, cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Now, I understand that aspect. On the flip side of that, as being a consumer as well, because we all have products that we're trying to sell, and all of us have to be consumers because we don't have everything to not be a consumer of something. So at the end of the day, I know as a consumer, I can look at it as myself and like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I ain't watched the Breakfast Club in a few years. Like I'll chime in, check it out here and there, catch a clip, catch a reel, but I don't watch the full segment like I once did. I don't know if I'm not gonna say it flamed out, but things have moved on and I'm doing my own thing and watching other shows and shit. And that's where I'm at with it. But at the end of the day though, as a consumer, being able to go to YouTube for free and be able to watch the show and just like my show, Talk Your Shit, I want my audience, no matter how many they are, from 4 to 5, 15 to 1,000, I want them to engage the show. I want them to comment. I want them to feel like they're part of the show and tell me what their thoughts on some of the subject matters I talk about. Even if they feel that I'm wrong, I want all of that because we ain't always 100% right. And they might say something that enlighten me like, damn, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me and enlighten me on that type of shit. But as a consumer, I feel that some would be mad because they're looking at it where it's like, nah, I can't engage the show like I once did. I can't comment. I can't say good, bad, or indifferent. I can't yell, scream, or, hey, I like that guest you had, or, hey, why don't y'all ask this question, or so forth. But going to Netflix on the business side, as far as the Breakfast Club, I get it, is about, once again, if it makes money, it makes sense. DJ Quick. Or if it don't make money, it don't make sense. But at this point in time, though, that's like I said, I flipped it. If it makes money, it makes sense. So I understand what they're doing. But at the same time, they're saying that the Breakfast Club, as far as on YouTube, if I looking at it correctly, that they're losing their viewers and their views. Well, that's part of the game. You can't win it all. Now, I guess the way Netflix set it up, they set it up in a way where the deal was, if we got you on our platform, you basically can't branch off and do shit with anybody else as far as the Breakfast Club, I guess, as that entity. If not, you say this is a different entity, name, or whatever else, do you do. But as far as this entity of this product that y'all been giving to the people for so long, y'all with us, nobody else. So, as far as Netflix, I get it as well. It's business. Never personal. Sometimes it can be, but at the end of the day, it's still about business. And like I said, I see it from both views. I see it from both sides. My thoughts is like, the part that I would hate as the customer is, for me, is I'm never going to say, hey, don't get your money. Because no matter how much money you get, I ain't saying be an asshole, be disrespectful, but to some degree ain't never enough money because bills always gonna come, economy's always moving, things always going up in price. So you already know how that goes. But on the flip side though of it, I can see how a consumer can be upset where it's like, I get to watch y'all for free, interact with y'all. Sometimes they might comment back off your comment that you put on YouTube for us to show. And on top of it, everybody nowadays with so many like apps as far as viewing pleasure for the audience to go through with, you got YouTube for free. I know you got Netflix, but you gotta pay. You got Hulu, you got Stars, you got this one, you got that one. Everybody don't want to pay for all these apps. And at the same time, they might have the app, but what drew them to the show was able to watch the show and comment and voice their opinion, right, wrong, and indifferent. And sometimes that engagement means a lot to the consumer because they feel like, as crazy it may sound, because I do stand-up comedy, it makes the consumer who's maybe not right there, like on what I do is my job is being on stage telling jokes, but it makes them feel like they're right there with y'all and the guests. On Netflix, don't get me wrong, they still can view y'all, but it's different when I can view, but I can't comment. Even if you never say anything to my comment, even if my comment ends up being a comment of a million other comments that goes through the comment stream, I still got to comment and voice my opinion where I feel like I've been heard. Not only by y'all, by others that's commenting as well. Because when that goes down, other people might like what I said versus what y'all said, on top of where to the point where sometimes you get people to comment off somebody else's comment through the comment stream, to the point where now y'all see that people are saying this, that, and the third together, where now it got y'all commenting or interacting with the people in the comment stream. So I see the goods, I see the bads, I see the positives, I see the negatives. And it's just one of the things where, like anything else, you got to take them goods with the positives. It's like you can't always just stay a certain speed, certain attitude, or just stay the same. You should want to evolve. Now, if there's some way where they can recreate a smaller or different type of version of that show to still give it to the people, but one thing about people though, when they like a certain product, they really don't like it altered or changed. And once you start feeling with that, people say on to the next. And that's my thoughts on that, and we're going to flush that on down. Now, it's a subject I was going to talk about for quite some time, though. I was going to talk about this for a minute. Now, this topic is Alicia DIAZ says if you date her, you better have $50K to be able to date her. Now, if anybody don't know or want to know, now Felicia is basically known as a video vixen. She does urban model and social personality, things of that nature. My thing is this. I seen her. She's a beautiful woman. I ain't going to take away. I ain't going to say, oh, she ugly, no, because that'd be like a line. No, she beautiful. But this is my problem with it, though. I got to have $50K to date you. Now, I heard some of her conversation about the whole $50K, and I'm not going to say, quote me word for word. I'm going to paraphrase it. Her thoughts was to date her, it cost $50K. And her reason behind the whole situation is her thoughts was because if I date you and I stop what I'm doing in my livelihood, I need to make sure that my living expenses of how I live, my lifestyle is covered. And basically, when she said that, is basically you might as well double it up and make it $100K, because $50K is just taking care of, the way she said it from her mouth, it's just taking care of her bills. I guess another $50K takes care of her lifestyle of how she likes to live when she goes out and do her thing on her daily basis of living life. Now, that's crazy as fuck. I mean, come on, man. Let's talk this shit out here. $50K. The game is so fucked up over time and years of some rappers and some mindset of how they went about this, where I ain't knocking the hustle. Get your bread. Get your bread. But at the end of the day, what was your job before you ran into the man or a man date you for $50K? And what I'm saying is, like, for $50K, was you a lawyer? Maybe a dentist. I mean, this is talk your shit. Like, what, for $50K, what job will you be leaving that you would need your lifestyle to be put on $50K to date you? Like, don't get me wrong. Urban model, video vixen, personality person. Now, I'm not saying I'm in Hollywood. I'm not saying that. I mean, it's not like she's the first one, and she sure ain't gonna be the last one. But now, all these jobs probably would get you close to $50K, or depending on contracts, so forth and so forth. But if I'm just dating you, why should I be paying you $50K? I ain't said no I do's. I ain't putting no ring on what the fuck we talking about here. Like, for real, like I'm really trying to break this down. Like 50K to date you. Okay, yes, you have a body. Yes, you're sexy. Yeah, okay, you're a woman. I get all that. But if I date you, did that mean I'm gonna be around you 24/7? No. So when you're not dating, does that mean that you work around the clock 24/7, take no naps, take no shits, take no lunch, and you just work and you just work and you just keep making 50K constantly? Like, because what I'm trying to understand is, even if you're dating somebody, seriously, nobody's around each other. Even in marriage, nobody's around each other 24/7. So why am I paying you 50K? And I mean, on top of it, yes, you have a OnlyFans. Okay, that's cool. No disrespect. I don't have give no shit, so I have a problem with that. But once again, why am I paying you 50K though? Make it make sense. Like, just to date you? At that point, then shit, I'm looking at it over the time with these males and some of these new generation of males and some from the early 2000s as well. We ain't gonna say no names. Some of these simps that had money, some of these simps that were rappers, and some of these simps of other sorts of sports and all kind of other places of entertainment, and these tricks ruined the game. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a price tag a little bit on everything. But at the end of the day, if you're putting a price tag on thyself, meaning yourself, and I'm not saying this is what you are. I don't know you. I believe that you're probably a respectable person. But if you're putting a price tag on yourself for 50K, shit, I'll say in Vegas, they would basically look at you as just as a prostitute on some real shit. And I'm not saying you're a prostitute. So if you took it personal, hey, that's on you. No disrespect. But I'm just saying, if that's what you're putting out there, you can't get mad on how males approach you or even how women might look at it. It's your life, so you can do as you please. But you got to look at, for every action, there is going to be a reaction. Come on now. DIAZ, let's think about this. 50K? Shit, for 50K, man, what comes with that? I mean, honestly, for 50K, damn near everything should come with that. And we don't even need to go through what I am saying. Because if I just said what I said, anybody who saw what I said understand what I'm saying. Man, woman, it don't take much. For 50K, shit, it's fair game on everything I would like to do as far as fantasy, anything in between. For 50K, she should basically have a glass of shut the fuck up on whatever we want to eat, where we going out to. And I ain't even saying I'm that type of man. I ain't even on that type of time. But I'm just saying, it's as ludicrous as what she said is how ludicrous it's going to feel when a man might approach the situation, and that might be his ground rules. Now, there's some simps out there that she ain't going to have to deal with that, and they're going to say, I'm going to break you off 50K, and that's go have fun. But I'm just looking at it like, if you're going to do that, you can't get mad if men look at you as a hoe. Flat out. If you're making your price tag flat out 50K to date you, that's outrageous. What was your job before? Because whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because I know me. I don't care how beautiful you are. I'm not paying no woman 50K just to date her. I come from the old schools, 80 child. We date because we have a common bond, or I like you, or something on that nature. Paying for the punani? No, we don't do that. But that's my thoughts on that on Talk Your Shit. We gonna flush that shit straight on down, because that's that bullshit. Hey, DIAZ, respect you, but I don't agree with your bullshit. So we gonna flush all that crazy shit you said on down this toilet on Talk Your Shit. Man, last subject, man, on some silly shit before we wrap the show up for today, man. You know, once again, man, it's the youngest, man. It's it's the YNs, the youngest that don't know no better. They don't know no better, so they can't do no better. And I don't understand, like, if you're gonna get into a field, why don't you learn the history of that field from the past to the present? I mean, I swear, I ain't saying I'm a genius. I don't know all, but it does go a long way to know the history and the present of whatever field you may be in. And when I'm saying field, for y'all that might not understand, I mean field of work. And that can be from comedy, that can be from rap, that can be so many different things I'm talking about. But on this episode of Talk Your Shit, the field is, we're talking about Lil Yachty. Once again, opening up his mouth where he should have put his foot in his mouth and had a glass to shut the fuck up. Talking about the Sugar Hill Rapper Delight, that rap song was whack, weak, and trash. Now, this is my thoughts on that. One, you ain't do your history. That's really, to be honest, it's a rhyming song. It's a rap song for say, but that was like the birth of rap, though, if you catch what I'm saying to you. Because at that point in time, it really wasn't all about the lyrics. The lyrics mattered, but it was about the beat, the swag to get the party started. Those was party songs to get the party, the atmosphere right, where people were ready to have a good time. Hip hop, the hip it to the hip it, the hip hop, the hip it, the don't stop, the drop it to the bang bang boogie, the up jump, the boogie to the rhythm, the rhythm, the beat. Man, those are catchy bows, but at the end of the day, it wasn't like they was rapping to go sword for sword with like Wu-Tang and Nas. It wasn't at that time. It was the era to get the party jumping. They basically was the orchestra, or they was basically the voice of the DJ, if that makes sense to you. Don't get me wrong. The DJ was always able to control the audience, the club, the people with the instruments of the ones and twos. Make sure they got the ones and twos and can scratch up, do that whole thing. But when you added the artist in front of the DJ, and they could put a rhyme together and something catchy, something to draw you in, man, you got gumbo now. Dope beats, dope artistry, and the audience and the crowd loving it. You can't go wrong with that formula. Now, Lil Yachty, you say it was garbage, but this is my outlook on it. Ain't that the same shit you do? Now, where it's the same is, you'll make some catchy where the new generation or your peers of your generation a little bit under you rock with it, follow it, and go along with it. That's how you make your money. That's how you in the industry as it is. Because if they didn't, you wouldn't even know your name. I definitely wouldn't know your name. But at the end of the day, this is where you got it fucked up, man. How do you have the thought that you want to say is weak? Because at the end of the day, they paved the way for you to be where you're at today. Like, if it wasn't them, there'd be no you. Like, them, then you have Grandmaster Flash, and then you got your KRS-Ones, and then you got your Rod Kim, and then you got your Big Daddy Kane, and so many, DJ Red Alert. There's so many in the crate, my man, that you ain't even go into the shallow waters to even say something remotely smart on what you said out your mouth. Like, Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill is still a classic to this day, my man. From so many years then till now, people, if they hear that song, white, black, or different, they're going to bob or rock or something to that song. They will still remember the song 10 years from now and so forth. But Lil Yachty, I don't think you'll last that long. And I ain't trying to disrespect, I'm telling you the truth. You ain't that. You're an artist, but you ain't that. So say that's weak. One is blasphemy. Two is disrespectful. Know your history of your hip-hop before you start adding dumbass comments and saying what you're saying off the top of your head, dude. Like, on some real shit. Just like you said that shit previous, and we ain't even go there talking about putting a foot on somebody. Come on, my man. All I'm saying is you an artist. I respect your art because everybody's art should be and can be different. And there's always somebody that like everybody who got something different. But, Lil Yachty, let's do us all a favor. Before you open up your mouth, man, think before you say some shit out your mouth, man. Because sometimes the shit you be saying really is like some shit on Talk Your Shit that I would flush down constantly because you say some bullshit sometimes that makes no fucking sense on what you talking about. Like you ain't do your homework, you ain't look into it, you ain't think about it, you just said the first thing that came to fucking mind. Come on, man, you can do better than that, dog. Because at the end of the day, man, Rappers Delight still present, still rings bells. To the point, artists of my era did a remix on how much that song has so much meaning to hip hop. But hey, that's my thoughts, man. I'm happy y'all tuned in to episode 6 of Talk Your Shit. We're gonna wrap it up. But once again, make sure y'all hit that like, notification button, subscribe, and also comment. Add your comments, opinions, your thoughts. Don't let my own comments be my own. Hey, if y'all like what I said, comment on it. If you didn't like what I said, add your thoughts and what you feel about what I said on Talk Your Shit. By the way, man, new merch is about to come out soon. Mental Protect. As you can see on my chest, gas me up. One of the mini shirts on Mental Protect coming soon, man. I'll catch up with y'all later, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me on episode 6 of Talk Your Shit. We out of here. Your boy Book. Gone.
Walk it like I talk it, walk it, walk it.